60% of all school books are challenged by parents for offensive language, sexual material, and violence. These are all examples of why censorship may be found in public schools and libraries. In fact, the Supreme Court defines censorship as any examination of thought or expression in order to prevent publication of objectionable material. Some professionals do agree that the First Amendment of the United States Constitution grants anybody to express their opinions even though they may be unpopular or unorthodox. While this may be true, keeping books that children or parents may find objectionable off the shelves encourages a protected environment without conflict. Schools and libraries should be a safe zone for all children, no matter what their personal opinions are. Because of this, certain books should be banned from public schools and libraries. Despite that, others believe that the First Amendment in the American Constitution states that people can express their opinions even if they are unorthodox. Alternatively, the article Schools and Censorship, Banned Books notes that with regards to our First Amendment rights, continued attempts to censor words, thoughts, and opinions remain constant. In the case of online columnist Sari Locker's book, Sari Says, The Real Dirt on Everything, From Sex to School, it was deemed too sexually explicit for a small town in Iowa. Sari defended herself by stating that when it comes to these sensitive topics, teens should have a positive and safe environment to get answers, or else they will look elsewhere. Conversely, according to Michael Weinrip, parents should have a role and a responsibility in what their children are being taught, especially in public schools when it involves controversial topics. Teens should open up to their parents when it comes to these emotional issues, not a book. However, certain books should be banned from public schools and libraries for the protection of both parents and students alike. Most censorship stems from hostility between religious and philosophical systems with differing ideas, such as issues relating to homosexuality, sexual education, etc. To avoid conflict between systems, it is better to be safe than sorry when it comes to the books that children read. The article Defining Censorship by Oklahoma State University explains that people need to censor to avoid trouble, controversy, lawsuits, offense, etc. In fact, not all books are censored by parents. School librarians ban books from their libraries for the safety of the children's emotional well-being. Hence, it is the librarian, teacher, and parent's job to expose children to unbiased materials and the very best in literature. Librarian Sharon Coatney, past president of the American Association of School Librarians, illustrates the necessary importance of appropriate censorship. Censorship abounds. It's more important for us to be educating our students to make good choices, to know what is worthwhile, and weigh all ideas in order to choose wisely. Therefore, going off of that, certain books should be censored in public schools and libraries for the protection of children everywhere. While the First Amendment does grant the right of free speech, when it comes to the materials that millions of children will read, the student's well-being is first and foremost the most important. As Sharon Coatney says, it is the librarians, parents, and teachers that have a duty to expose children to unbiased materials and the very best in literature.